Happy Hobbit Day. Hi, my name is Talia, and this is Talia Nerds Out. Sorry about the weird angle. I am still recuperating from my surgery on my spine down towards, I think it was L5S1. I think that's where my untethering took place and laminectomy. But I know I owe people responses from the last video, but I couldn't resist but do a video on Hobbit Day. And I hit my goal, which was to finish the Return of the King and all the appendices. The appendices, they can be much. I have to admit that I did allow myself to nerd out a little bit and write in the margins at points. He has a huge, because Tolkien being Tolkien, I'm sorry for the noise of me flipping pages. I have my phone in one hand and am flipping pages in the other. That's why also this is bouncing a lot, because I don't have anything to put this on to make it more steady. But when he goes through his chronology of the Westlands, I went ahead and calculated everybody's ages during the main part of the adventures, just because I could. And that has always amused me. Some of it was quite hard to find. I had to go to the Hobbit family trees to find Pippin's birthday so I can put him in. And I only could get Mary's because at the very end it told how old he was when when Aomer called him when he died. So that was helpful to have a couple of gear markers to give me an idea of how old people were. Never did find Fatty Bulger, sadly. But I did find the section on writing and spelling to be a bit of difficult to make through. I kind of skimmed through that, although I did find it interesting that Númenórean and Dunedain were basically the same word, just that Dunedain was Simarillion. Sindarin. But like small things like that make more. I apologize for the weird view. Small things that make things make more sense. Like when I was looking at the Black speech, they were saying that Sharku meant old man, which, if you remember in the sorry about all the uhs and ums. Sorry. In the Scouring of the Shire, there, words came to my mind. In the Scouring of the Shire, Saruman goes by Sharky. So that probably is because Sharku in the Black speech was old man. So I found just little things like that to be very interesting. I really need to find something to put this on so I'm not bouncing the screen so much. And things, it's honestly, there's just little pieces of gold in here that add more depth to what you're reading in the main text. You don't realize how much language does influence things. So I would recommend just working your way through some of the appendices, even if you had to skim certain parts. Yeah, I just found it very interesting. I'm glad that I worked my way through all the appendices. I also felt like I got to know Arwen a little bit better, who was not a character I really connected to very well. But when it talks about her dealing with Aragorn's death and sympathizing with the Númenóreans for the first time ever. The Númenóreans who wanted to sail west even though they were told they weren't supposed to, and they were supposed to accept the gift of men, which is death. For the first time, she didn't just see them as evil, bad people, but she appreciated their struggle because she was not yet tired of life. So I thought that added a little bit more depth to the Arwen character, who's always been a bit of a distant character to me. So I'm really glad I finished the Appendices. I get to finally start the Simarillion. And I think this time I'm ready for it. When I first tried to read it, I think I was college aged and I wasn't yet into Norse mythology or really any mythology. I find that mythology has really done a lot to increase my appreciation of Tolkien's work. Oh, by the way, I really appreciate how much the Rohirrim are basically Vikings. From everything like the Weirgild for men's lives, and even though the dwarves talk about Weirgild as well. But yeah, I do very much appreciate that. There's a lot of things about the Rohirrim that really feel Norse. But to go back to Simarillion, I think that because the style is written less of a grand narrative and more of that of mythology, I wasn't ready for it when I tried to read it previously. And I think this time I am ready for reading the Simarillion. So I look forward to doing so. And I hope that as I read this, next time I try to read the whole Lord of the Rings, Hobbit, etc., I'll have even greater appreciation. Because I even find that watching Tolkien Tube helped me appreciate different parts of Lord of the Rings more. I can only imagine how much reading the Legendarium for myself will enhance that experience. So, sorry for the shaky video. I just wanted to post something for Hobbit Day, especially since I hit my goal of finishing Return of the King and the Appendices. And I have read the two forewords. Yeah, there were two notes. Yeah, two forewords. I think both by Christopher Tolkien. I've read those two short little forewords, and then I'll head into the letter by Tolkien before I head into the actual Simarillion. So I look forward to doing that. That's really all I have to say for this time around. I haven't done a whole lot of other reading simply because my main goal was to finish the Appendices. Now I can sort of go back to reading Lady Susan a bit more, take my time with the Simarillion. I hit a big goal that I have been intending to do for a while, and so yay. Thank you very much for joining me for this really short Hobbit Day booktube, and I will see you whenever I next see you. God bless. Bye.